Hello everyone, my name is Elena Shvab and I'm a head designer based in London. Welcome to my studio. Today I would like to show you a very useful and very easy to follow technique that will help you to design, create and make your fascinator hats or fedora hats or any hats that you make using felt and that have indentation or creases as part of the design. So it's also important to understand how to manipulate felt in order to create those indentations, creases, and keep them in place when the felt dries and you take it off the hat block. So I would like to show you an example of the hat that I already made, this hat base, and you can see these creases, this crease that goes along the edge around the fascinator hat base, and this is how you wear it at the back. It's a very beautiful, very fashionable shape at the moment. I think we all recognize this beautiful shape. It's very in fashion and in style and in trend at the moment. So I'm working on my client's order, and obviously I want to make it as perfect as possible. And while I'm making it, I decided to involve you in the process and show you the way I do it. So this is the file that already been stretched on the hat block and secured with the pins. And now what I have to do is already the material dried. It's already stiffened. So all I need to do is just to steam, soften the felt and push the felt down so that the creases are created. So what I'm going to need for that, we're going to need our hat that we're working on. It could be this fascinator, it could be fedora hat, it could be any other hat. We need blocking pins. A little hammer might help depending on your hat block. This is quite old style hat block that I have. It's quite a strong, tough wood, so using a little hammer actually helps a lot. You might need pliers if you need to take the pin out and redo some sections. And as a finishing touch, we're going to need brush. It could be metal brush, could be any other brush with quite strong texture. And obviously we need our felt, and I'm going to use kettle as a steamer. And we need a rope because we're going to need to press the felt down, and you can use the pins, but the pins can't really hold the entire felt along the shape. So we need rope that will help to press the felt down and keep it settled until the felt dries, because then when the felt dries, it starts holding the shape, and then it's safe to remove the pins and the rope, and the hat will look really perfect. So let me start by steaming. So I'm using kettle. Kettle is an amazing tool for steaming felts and for softening felts. Straws obviously, but felt, because it's a very strong material, it requires a lot of heat, strong heat. So not every iron, steam iron, will be helpful. So the kettle is the best tool if you don't have a professional steamer or strong steam iron. Just be careful not to put more than half a kettle of water, because the lid will be open at all time. This is how steam continues without stopping. But because the water boils inside and it creates bubbles and sprinkles of water, so it's quite unsafe. And in order to avoid any incidents like burning your hands, so please keep half kettle of water and keep your hands away from the steam. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to focus on certain area because steam, when we steam the felt, it softens very fast, but it also cools down very fast. And when it cools down, it stops being elasticy and stretchy and soft. This is what we need to, what conditioned felt has to be. It has to be soft like clay, so we can sculpture and we can press the felt and create the shapes. But once the felt cools down and it loses its warmth and flexibility, this is nothing else you can do but just go back to the kettle, steam the felt again until it becomes soft, and start manipulating felt by pressing it down. So I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna be very careful with the kettle, and when you work with the kettle also be very, very careful. Also, it's very noisy, but let me know if you can't hear me, so I'll work it out somehow. And I want to say hello to everyone who's joining today. Marianne says hello. Hi, how are you today? Lovely to see you online. And yes, I'm waiting until the kettle boils, and we need to wait until it's gonna start creating bubbles and all that stuff, because that's where the steam really is the most powerful. So that's the right condition. It's boiling, the lid is open, you can see it. And I'm gonna steam just this area. I'm gonna place it just above the kettle. Be careful of your hands. Just steam this area. Give it some time, because felt is quite thick, so it needs time. So the steam goes into the fiber and makes it soft. And I'm gonna turn off the kettle, and warm, hot, I would say. And you can immediately feel that the felt is very soft and very pliable. And then I twist the fabric. This is just regular cotton fabric. I twist it to make a rope, and I press it down, and I'm really trying to be fast, because basically you have just under 1 minute while the felt is still warm and pliable, because I can feel already that's already losing its flexibility. So I had enough time just to place 2 pins. There you go. So, and this is basically what you do. And then you continue. Again, putting on the kettle on. And now I'm moving on to this section, and I'm steaming this section. You can't really steam everything and then press everything at once, because you're not going to have the time to carefully press the fabric, place the rope on top, and secure with the pins. You don't really have that much time. And in order to make your work more professional, more refined, just focus on one section at a time. There's no need to rush, but in order to get a better result, just do it in sections. So I'm placing the rope and I'm pressing the fabric down, like really applying a lot of pressure, because that's very important. And you choose pins that work for you. What I would suggest, I'm working with black felt, so it doesn't really matter what type of pins I'm using, but if you're working with some bright colors like ivory, for example, or light blue, make sure that your pins are stainless steel, because you don't want all the rusty pins leave marks, because I'm going to tell you from my experience, you can't get rid of it. So it means that the hat will be damaged for good, and you won't be able to redo it. It means that you have to start all over again. So make sure, it's very important that you have stainless steel pins. So when you order your blocking pins, read the description. It has to say stainless steel. So I'm applying more section, giving it more time, and I'm pressing down. It's amazing how flexible and pliable the felt becomes once you applied enough steam, and you can feel it. So if it's very hard to press the fabric, the felt, it means that you need to apply a little bit more steam. And with the right amount of steam, you can immediately notice that pressing the felt is so easy, effortless, absolutely effortless process. So you see, I'm progressing. I'm not rushing, but I'm actually progressing quite fast because I'm focusing on a small section, I'm bringing it to perfection, and then I'm moving on. And then we're going to do it until we finished. And basically after that, blocking is done, and all I would have to do is to wait until it's completely dry, and then it would be ready. Well, almost. Then I would have to brush it and make sure that I get rid of all the little holes from the paints by brushing, steaming a little bit and brushing technique. And obviously the signs of the rope will be visible on the felt, but again, you can get rid of it by steaming and brushing the felt after you remove the rope. So one more here, and so just a little bit. So almost finished, so maybe just 2 times of steaming. Well, millinery is craft that does not like being rushed, and it really needs patience and time, and besides that, it also like it's craft about enjoying the slow process and, you know, working on fine details and be okay with that by not rushing. So if you want a quick result, this is not millinery. Not gonna happen. It will take some time to work. Well, you see, could be also quite dangerous craft with the pins flying around. Almost hit me in my eye. Okay, this is not coming in. And I'm gonna try another one. And once I'm finished with the last bit, I'm gonna show you how to steam and brush the felt to make it look really gorgeous, fluffy and soft. This is also you can do after you finished blocking and after you took the rope off. It's like one last step that you would do before taking the hat block, before taking the hat off the hat block. Okay. The last one. Okay, again, I'm pressing down, really pressing down. I'm waiting a little bit until material cools down, and then I'm pressing down with the pins. And maybe just one more. Last one. This is also the most amazing part of, okay, last one. Okay, now here is the last one. I'm gonna press it down and Okay, and voila, it was under 15 minutes. We have created a beautiful crease by pressing the rope down, and it sits really nicely inside the hat block. So I'm gonna wait for it to cool down and dry. So most probably I will continue working on this tomorrow. But let me show you the last part of how to soften the felt, because you know there's a lot of blocking and pressing was involved. So the last part before removing the hat block, felt off the hat block, what you do, you give it a little quick, really quick steam, and then using strong brush, really press with the brush into the fiber. And well, I'm sure it's not going to be as visible on the camera, and especially black color, but maybe you will. So this part that I brushed, oh my god, it's so soft, so fluffy, so like a, you know, duvet, warm duvet during a very cold night. So it's really nice for the touch, and that you do all over the shape. It also helps to, it's basically like making a finishing touch that makes your hat look very bespoke and unique and with a couture finish. Just make sure that your stripes, that your brush goes one direction, so you don't end up with a lot of different brush strokes going different ways. Okay, so this is it. I hope it was useful and gave you some inspiration for your next hats and projects. There's one comment, Sylvia, hello, I love it. I'm a hat piece maker from Argentina. Well, hello from Argentina. I love it to learn with you. Thank you so much. Well, thank you so much for your comment. And I can offer for everyone who can't come to my studio for classes and workshops. Obviously, YouTube channel has a lot of useful videos and information about hat making, a lot of useful tips. You're also welcome to join my YouTube membership channel, where you learn a lot of different techniques and learn a lot of skills of how to block felts, how to block straw hats, how to make flowers, and a lot of useful information. The link how to join is in the description of this video or on my page, YouTube page. Just click the link, choose Member Plus option, so you get access to all the video tutorials and courses, and you can learn all the amazing skills and techniques, millinery tricks from the trade. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. And thank you for sharing. Marianne, you're very welcome. Thank you everyone who watched this video tutorial, and I'll see you very, very soon during the next video tutorial on my YouTube channel. See you. Bye.